You know, every Halloween we tell you what local police are doing to make sure that registered child sex offenders don't have any contact with your children. Well, in Anne Arundel County, some neighbors in a Pasadena community became very concerned when they saw candy being given out at the home of a registered offender. ABC 2 News' Don Harrison spoke to police today and explains why no laws were broken.
I directed my children not to go there, as well as the other children that I saw. I also picked up the phone and dialed 911.
Katrina Williams was reacting to a neighbor who was on the sex offender list in her neighborhood, but police never responded, saying the man living there did nothing illegal. Katrina saw her neighbor Gordon Danielson on the list and assumed that his house was not allowed to be involved with trick-or-treating. Just because you're on the sexual registry doesn't necessarily mean that you're barred from participating in Halloween activities. That has parents confused and concerned.
We went to the mall in the neighborhood just because a friend's neighborhood.
Kayla Hardy, a mother of two, took her kids somewhere else because she was aware of someone in her community on the list.
I don't know them, and I don't trust anybody around my children, and you just can't trust anybody with kids.
Only offenders on the list who are still active with parole and probation can have restrictions placed on them. Police can only enforce restrictions against offenders whose names are provided to them by parole and probation.
We conduct our undercover detail. Our detectives along with patrol officers go out in the area and monitor to ensure that these particular sex offenders that, again, are state supervised are not participating in Halloween activities.
Danielson was cleared of his probation in 2006. I talked with him today, and he told me he has never given out candy at Halloween. His wife wanted to do that this year, so only she gave out candy. He told me he knows legally he can, but didn't want to be involved because he knows the sensitivity of the community.
I believe it should be a full blanket policy that regardless if they are still under supervision or not, they should not participate.
In Anne Arundel County, Don Harrison, ABC 2 News.
Now, we received a similar call from a parent in Baltimore County last night. After speaking to county police, they told us the same thing. If a registered offender is no longer on parole or probation, they're not restricted from handing out candy. Don talked to one state lawmaker who said the General Assembly could look at reviewing and possibly strengthening some of these laws.